Okay, today we're going to be talking about surface area and volumes of spheres. So a sphere is a set of all points in the space that are given distance from a point called the center of the sphere. Look at a sphere. You guys know what a sphere is, hopefully. It's a ball. Okay, I think about it as a three-dimensional circle. So a radius. Radius is from the center of the circle out to any point on our sphere. A chord connects any 2 points on the sphere. The diameter goes through the center of our sphere. A tangent is a line that hits our sphere at one point. The great circle, oh, this is a great one. No pun intended. The great circle is the circle that has the largest diameter, or basically it's the circle that contains the center of the sphere. It's the largest circle. If I were to be slicing my ball open, it's the largest circle that you would have if you were to like cut your ball open. The poles are the tops and the bottoms, or the sides. It's where the great circle is going to hit the edges. And then a hemisphere is half of a sphere. I choose to just give you guys the surface area of a sphere formula. In my honors class, I used to derive it. But the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, kind of how I remember those, they all look very similar. They both have a 4. And I wrote the volume one wrong. They both have a 4. But for area is the amount of square units. So that's how I remember square. Volume, cubic units. That's how I remember cubic units. And then volume of a cube, it's 4/3 versus surface area, which is just 4. Again, get those note cards out. Start writing these formulas down and going through them every day. I've been saying that in every lesson. So the surface area and volume of this sphere. So this is just basic, plugging in. Surface area, 4 pi r squared. Also, the more you write down the formulas, the more likely you are to remember them. So if you write them down each time, you're going to remember them for the test. Volume, 4/3 pi r cubed. So 4/3 pi, my radius is 4.5 cubed. And that, I'm going to write this as a fraction, 243/3 pi inches cubed. So that's a super basic example. Example 2. Find the surface area and volume of that hemisphere. So surface area, I can't remember what the book does, but surface area. So that's half the whole area plus also the area of this bottom piece, I believe. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So the bottom piece is pi r squared. I haven't looked at the book yet. 1/2 times 4, well, that's 2 pi 3.7 squared plus pi times 3.7 squared. So that all works out to be 41.07 pi millimeters squared. Now volume, 4/3 pi r cubed, but I multiply that by 1/2. So really, I'm looking at, if the 2 and the 4 cancel, I have 2/3 pi r cubed and that ends up being that's one crazy fraction. But we have these fancy calculators. 50653 over 1500 pi. In my notes, I have 33.7686 repeating millimeters cubed. Okay, find the surface area and volume of the sphere if the circumference of the great circle is 10 pi feet. So for each one of these, I need to figure out what the radius is. Circumference is 2 pi r. That equals 10 pi. If I divide by 2 pi, those cancel. That cancels to be my radius is 5. So my surface area is 4 pi r squared, which simplifies to be, that doesn't feel right. I have it wrong in my notes. And then my volume, 4 pi 5 cubed. So volume over 3. I don't know why I have this so wrong on my notes. Sorry. Okay, not going to be distracted anymore. 500 over 3 pi feet cubed. Okay. Next example. Find the surface area and volume if the area of the great circle is approximately 220 square meters. So they give me an approximation, so let's get decimal approximations for everything. So the formula for area of a circle is pi r squared. Well, that equals 220. I do 220 divided by pi, and then I square root everything, and I get this exact answer in my calculator. So r ends up equaling 8.37. So that's what I have for r. So then if I want to find the surface area, which is 4 pi r squared, we get 880.36 meters squared. My volume is 4/3 pi r cubed, and that ends up equaling 2456 meters cubed. Okay, so now here they tell me the surface area is 324. I need to look for the volume. So we start with our surface area formula, which is 4 pi r squared. That surface area is 324 pi equals 4 pi r squared. I divide by 4 pi to cancel it out on the right side. Divide by 4 pi on the left. Those pi's cancel. We get 81 equals r squared. So r is equal to 9. So then for my volume, 4/3. Wow, that was a horrible looking 3. Let's restart. 4/3 pi r cubed That ends up equaling 972 pi cubic feet. Okay, our next example. The stone spheres of Costa Rica were made by forming I don't know how to pronounce that word, I apologize. Boulders into spheres. One of the stone spheres has a volume of that much cubic inches. What is the diameter? Okay, so if my volume, which is 4/3 pi r cubed, so 36,000 is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed, 32,000 pi. Well, I can divide both sides by pi to get rid of that. So I have now I multiply by 3/4. That cancels out that fraction. Multiply by 3/4. So I get 2,700,000, I apologize, equals r cubed. Now I have to take the cubed root of that. So when I take the cubed root, remind me to show you how to do this on your calculator, you get r to be 30, so therefore my diameter is 60 inches. Okay, that is our video on surface area and volumes of spheres. Thank you for watching.